Hi. So we are in the stage of unfreezing so that we can change and refreeze and become whatever we would like to become. Okay. So in this unfreezing, I would like to quote Albert Ellis, another humanist psychologist, wherein a lot of his things are used by the present days life coaches, transformational coaches, even organizational coaches, a lot of people over there. So what he says is very important. Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully, and he says that three things are very important. Three unconditionals. You just imagine the word unconditional over here. You have to mean unconditional. Okay, what do you think? What is the thoughts which comes when we talk about the word unconditional? Probably unconditional love, mother's love, or something like that. That is the intensity of unconditional. Okay. Now, what are the three unconditionals you should be aware of it? The first one is unconditional acceptance of yourself. That's very important. Unconditional acceptance of yourself, your state now, your current state, your looks, your physique, your relationships now, your financial status now, your desires now. It could be anything. Totally, unconditionally accept yourself as you are. That is the first thing you have to look into. The second unconditional is, listen again very carefully. This might be a little shaky, but with a little practice, you can become. Unconditionally accept others. The people around you. You could be your friends, your family, the people whom you don't like as well. Okay? Unconditionally accept others as well. First, unconditionally accept yourself. Unconditionally accept others. Okay? Which is the third unconditional? The third unconditional is unconditionally accept life. Life is an interesting thing. It'll have its own ups and downs. That's what makes it interesting, isn't it? It can't be linear. It should look like a jungle like this. The jungle has its own nature, isn't it? It has its ups and downs. That's what makes it truly beautiful. So unconditionally accept life, that makes it interesting. Okay? So again, I'll repeat, there are three unconditionals. Unconditionally accept yourself, unconditionally accept others, unconditionally accept life. These are the three things you have to do so that you can unfreeze and change becomes more smoother and more easily accomplished. Now we'll talk about which are some obstacles to change. The huge obstacles. If you remove these obstacles, it becomes much better. The journey will be more enjoyable. Change can be enjoyable. Remember that. It can be simple, not just simple, it can be enjoyable as well. And you will experience it. So what are the three things which hold people back? And these are the obstacles. The first thing is, there are three musts which are the huge enemies for you. All right? You should know about these three musts. These are the obstacles, these are the enemies. The first must is, I must do well. Don't you think it's overwhelming? I must do well. It's kind of overwhelming, isn't it? So that is a must which works against you many a times, though we realize it consciously or subconsciously, it actually works against us. That's one must which is not a must for sure. Okay, so I must do well is the first one. The second one, others must treat me well. This is the second must which will oppose your journey of change. Others must treat me well. And the third one is, life must be easy. These are the three musts which are creating problem. The first is, I must do well. The second is, others must treat me well. The third one is, life must be easy. You can replace life with the context, situation or anything. Okay, that's also life, or your time as well. So these are the three musts which will hinder your progress towards the positive change and having an enriched life, of becoming a peak performer, an instant expert, and celebrating life. So remember this. Now, these 3 unconditionals and 3 musts, there is a relevance into it. We'll discuss that in activity. Is there any relevance? The 3 unconditionals and the 3 musts. The 3 musts are the obstacles, the 3 unconditionals are the one which will ensure the path of change is going to be smooth, isn't it? So we will work on those things, think about these things, and you unfreeze it. Then beautifully change can happen with simple techniques, what you can impart and apply into your day-to-day life. Very micro simple things, and immediately you'll see the change happening. Once you start witnessing it, you would love to have more, and you love to have progress, and that progress and prosperity brings a genuine smile and enjoyability, which will make the progress and change much more enjoyable and easy. See you in the next video.